All We Imagine as Light is out in theaters, new Indian slice-of-life drama directed by Payal Kapadia. This was the first Indian film to screen in competition at the Cannes Festival last year in 30 years, and the first ever Indian film to win Grand Prix at said Cannes Festival. The film follows two characters, both women, both nurses, living together in an apartment in Mumbai and working at the same hospital. Prabha, the older one, is more sensible, traditional, rigid. She has a husband from an arranged marriage who works in Germany and hasn't even contacted her in years. But despite that lack of contact and the crushing loneliness of the big city, she still clings on to maybe not even hope so much as devotion to tradition and to the institution of marriage. The younger one, Anu, is more free-spirited and modern. She secretly dates a Muslim man, she rejects the idea of an arranged marriage, and she uses the big city anonymity as an escape, as a way to get lost in the crowd, which she couldn't do in her village. So this is a very slow, atmospheric film, indirect film, that you have to sort of ease into and approach with patience to really appreciate its themes. And those themes have to do with the conflict between the two philosophies represented by these two main characters, but also finding yourself and growing up and coming to conclusions about your life and the direction in which you'd like to take it. I think the film does a wonderful job of making Mumbai feel like another character in the story and really crafting the night atmosphere of the city. I love movies that do that. Other examples that would come to mind as points of comparison would be Passengers of the Night for Paris, Taxi Driver obviously for New York, or Collateral for Los Angeles. This really envelops the audience in the atmosphere of Mumbai and makes an interesting point about how the big city can mean such different things to different people. For someone like Anu, it is salvation. It is a way to be more free and hopeful. For Prabha, it only exacerbates her loneliness and feelings of being lost. And then in the second half, the movie does a really interesting thing, which is it moves out of Mumbai. It takes the characters on a trip outside of the city. And initially I thought I didn't like that choice because I missed the vibe of the first half. But then I've come to realize that it was needed to really allow the characters to give them the physical and emotional distance, to take a fresh look at their situations and finally be able to reflect on them, which I think is also a fascinating point to make, and rings kind of true that sometimes in life you have to get away and disconnect from something in order to really be able to process it. The cinematography is wonderful, the central performance is very good, the movie also has a beautiful whimsical score. I really liked it for what it is, but I will say again, I think it's a very particular kind of film, character driven with not a lot of story or plot. It requires patience to appreciate it, but I think it rewards that patience with a solid contemplative film. For me, it was well worth the time.